Dear Imani. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dear Imani. I'm your host, Imani, obviously. So I'm back in the studio. It's been a couple weeks. I don't ever want to be that MIA ever again because I like being in the studio and having YouTube videos so we can have a visual form. But anyway, today's topic is just everything to me. This person is the best person in the entire world. I love her to pieces. I'm not talking about myself. I am talking about Beyoncé Knowles Carter, and she is that girl. So I'm doing a whole episode dedicated to her because, as we know, boom, her album was released recently, and it's the best thing in history of history. And I can argue about it because I got facts, and it's that good. So I thought it was only right that I bring my friend that is a super fan, just like I am. And I mean, this person knows Beyonce, like literally knows Beyonce in the sense like this is number one fan. They know all the dance moves to every song, everything. Like this is a super fan. And this is my friend. He's an artist, performer. We work together at Disney. And this is Daniel Asare.
What's up, guys? I'm Daniel, aka Beyonce. As you can see, one of the biggest fans, if not the biggest. I don't say one of the biggest, just to be nice to the rest of the population, but I'm definitely the biggest fan of Beyonce. So thank you for having me on.
Of course, thank you.
Beyonce.
Yeah, and I'm Beyonce. So we really about this life. Like we stand Beyonce, we love Beyonce, and she's just everything to us because who's better than her?
Nobody.
There's really no one better.
Nobody alive. Nobody. And we could argue that too, but that's another
And the thing is, you'll see that we'll start getting like super kind of like aggressive when we talk about her just because we're that passionate. And we're not being rude. We're just passionate because that's our girl.
Right.
But anyway, today's episode is all about Beyonce. We're going to be talking about her album. We're going to be talking about what we love about her, all those things. We're going to dissect the album. And like I had mentioned a couple weeks ago, we're going to be doing a giveaway for one of these boxes, which, you know, it has these shirts and the album in it. So this is going to be given away at the end of the episode. So you make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll read all the submissions and kind of just decide who we want to give this box to. So to start things off, I wanted to ask you, when did you know you were a Beyonce fan? Like, what was the first moment?
This story, so first of all, and my brother loves telling this story because he was actually the Beyonce fan in the family. He loved Destiny's Child back when Writings on the Wall and all that came out. I was more of a Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera type person. And then, you know, he would be playing the music all around the house and, you know, watching Say My Name and all that stuff. Then I started getting into it. And then before you know it, I commandeered the Beyonce fandom in the family. So really, it probably came from my brother way back when we were kids. But since then, I've been standing Destiny's Child. I've been going to all their concerts, buying all the records, posters all over the wall. My mom got like pictures framed, like posters for my room. Like, yeah, it's been a long time.
He actually has a shrine of Beyonce.
She calls it a shrine.
It's a shrine. He has a shrine of Beyonce in his place.
For layman's terms, we could call it a shrine.
Yeah. It really is. And you should be very proud of it. So you've been a fan since Destiny's Child days. And can you believe that some people in this world don't know she's from Destiny's Child?
You know what's crazy? Well, I can't say that about like the little kids in my family because they know who Beyonce is and where she came from, right? But yeah, it's crazy. I'll be like on Twitter or something like that, and people will be like, "Oh, she was in a group," or "What's this song?" I said, "How you don't know Bootylicious?"
Right.
Like,
that it's like it makes you feel old too, because it's like you don't know where she came from.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
Yeah. But I guess it's kind of the same. Like, I guess our generation, like our parents, we'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know they came from that group." Like, I don't know.
Or I'm like, I didn't know that was a remix.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought Saweetie made that song.
That's Saweetie.
It'd be like that. Okay.
Right.
I feel like for me, I was supposed to go to the Destiny's Child concert, the Survivor one.
Oh, like what was it, the TRL tour? Was that?
It was like during, when was 9/11?
Yeah, it was the TRL. Yeah. That was where I was supposed to go too. Yeah,
and they canceled it.
Yeah.
We remember.
Yes.
We remember. You know what? I think I was like, it was literally the day before. They were supposed to come to Seattle.
Yeah, sick.
And
Okay,
they were going to Seattle, and 9/11 happened, and they got scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, me not being young and not understanding the capacity of 9/11, I'm like, well, it didn't happen to you. So get to my city. Like, I got my outfit ready.
Literally.
I had a whole Survivor outfit because I had did a solo at a pageant to Survivor.
Right.
And I had a custom outfit made. So my mom, she made me.
Right,
she had me wear my outfit to
right.
the Destiny's Child concert, but they canceled it.
Yeah.
So that was like my first memory of like really being a stan. And then I remember watching the Survivor music video and I'm like, she's the star.
Yeah.
Like she was just the one.
Yeah.
And that was like me thinking like, yes, this is gonna be someone I love for the rest of my life.
Right, right. And you would fun tidbit. And I'm probably good. I already get dragged for this from some of my friends who know. But way back when I was a big stan of Destiny's Child, I mean, still am. But Beyonce wasn't my favorite.
It was Michelle.
It was Michelle.
You that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Michelle stan. Hey,
Yeah.
Tanitra.
And I always like about you kind of segueing to Michelle. It's like people try to drag her just because, you know, she doesn't have usually the same body type. I feel like that's what, you know, people are kind of dragging. Like we look at Beyonce as like this bodylicious queen.
Right.
And she just doesn't have the same body type or whatever the case may be. So people try to drag her. And you always like stick beside her.
Because you know what? I always root for the underdog.
Yeah.
I've always rooted for the underdog. And Michelle was the underdog in the beginning. So, but
yeah.
I mean, Dangerously Love came out. I always loved Beyonce anyway, but when that came out, the rest was history. I said, oh.
She's a star.
She's the one.
Yeah, she's the one. All right. So from obviously her music, she's being iconic. She's the best. She's the best. What do you think has been like made her so impactful in like our community, the Black community? And now she's rolling with the LGBT.
Right.
So.
Right. You know what? I think the biggest thing about Beyonce that makes her Beyonce and why people just love her so much is because she's well-rounded. She's very much, I don't want to say perfect because no one's perfect, but she has it all. She has the talent. She has the beauty. She has the grace. She has, you know, no scandals or nothing like that. Like she's a giving person. She's a good person, family person, a good role model. Like she has all the things. And to see that, especially in a Black woman, like we don't get that a lot, or at least it's not projected to us a lot.
Yeah.
So when we finally got all that in one person, this one entity that is Beyonce, like how could you not love her? So I think that's the main thing why everybody loves her. That's why I love her, amongst other things. But
she's like basically close to perfect. Like you listing all of that. We've only known her with one man, which to most society that would look like ideal.
Right.
You know, not dating a lot of people or whatever.
Right.
One man, she let us into her drama, if we're being real. Like people could be like, he cheated on her. It's like, but you wouldn't have known that wasn't for Lemonade. So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I mean, we see hear the rumors.
Yeah.
But I don't be like thinking much into it.
I don't be believing them.
Right.
Because
it's Beyonce.
It's Beyonce. But she let us into her tea, into her drama. So she always controls her narrative, which most celebrities, which was my next question, what makes her different from other artists? And for me, it's the fact that most celebrities, we find out stuff about them not on their terms, through TMZ, through everyone else. Beyonce's like the only artist
She's in control.
where she controls the narrative for every aspect of her life, which is so powerful because I don't think this will ever happen again. She grew up in a time where she didn't have social media to like make her career what it is today, where everyone else depends on social media. Right. So they kind of just are always having to post to even get the relevancy.
Right.
I don't think not only will we never see someone like her just because she's Beyonce and she's so talented, but also just because of the weight of our world, it has social media. So no one's going to be able to be hidden. How can you hide and not be on social media and you're trying to be a star?
Right.
That just doesn't work anymore.
It's shifted. Everything's shifted.
Yeah. So I feel like for the question, what should other artists do differently? I think they have to figure out a way to embody her secretness, but still be able to amplify their platform via social media. So it's kind of hard to find that balance. I don't really know how they're going to do that, but you got to have some mystery to you, I think.
I was going to say, it's a level of mystery and just the unknown, I think, that attracts people. Like, because if you don't know something, you want to know more. And if people want what they can't have. And we essentially cannot have Beyonce the way that everybody would want. You know, the way we can have a Kim Kardashian. Not to name drop or anything like that, but so I think the fact that she's so secretive and like she keeps to herself, she just lets like her work and everything else speak for itself. I think that factor is why people are like, oh, yeah, she's it.
Yeah. And I think other artists, I said on here in my notes, I said, be less drama, stay quiet, and make better music. Yeah. That's what other artists need to do, really.
In that last part, though.
Yeah, make better music.
Make better
The
music.
thing what makes Beyonce, the thing what makes Beyonce so Beyonce is because her music is like everlasting.
Yes.
Today's time we're looking for TikTok bops, and then the next day they're not relevant. And not to once again name drop someone else like Chris Brown, his last album had like a million songs on it,
Right.
and the Breezy one, and the album before that, I think like Heartbreaker or something, had another million songs on it, and also the songs doesn't tell a story. Like the album doesn't tell a story. There's no visual. There's no impact.
Yeah.
So therefore, the songs are just reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yes.
We're giving
Microwavable hits.
environmentalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everyone's an environmentalist with their songs.
It's microwavable stuff. People are
Yeah.
just trying to get a quick hit and a quick fame and quick clout. But what sets Beyonce apart and people like her is that she puts thought into her music and her craft. She puts like you said, a story, or she'll put something in that'll make you think. You know, it's always an intention with what she puts out. I think a lot of artists today or people starting, they just want to be famous or at least like be known or, you know, whatever have you. You might have a passion for performing, but like the heart is not as much in it as someone like a Beyonce is. And what's commendable is she's still doing this 25 years into the game. She's still acting like she's a brand new artist because of how hard she works and like puts effort into it. That's what I think people are missing.
Yeah. Yeah. Do better, be better.
Yeah.
My next question was, what's your favorite era of Beyonce?
Oh, man. Oh, shoot. That's a hard one because I love each one for different reasons. If I have to pick...
It's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question
It
because...
like hurts.
Okay. I said,
I can see the
anxiety
pain.
attack. You see the sweat. I mean... Like I said, I love each one differently for different reasons. I would probably say 4 because that's my favorite album. And then everything that came with it. I mean, it wasn't like the usual Beyonce rollout where, I mean, her album got leaked before and, you know, the videos weren't necessarily on time or anything like, you know, I Am Sasha Fierce and B-Day. It wasn't as like calculated. And she was also becoming a mother at that time. But I think because of that, because she was just starting to get into her I mean, she had just turned 30, so that's a milestone. So her going through that period and putting out that type of body of work, because the videos was fire. Countdown, Run the World, Love on Top. Like, the music was bomb, and then the performances were bomb. And she was, like, half pregnant. So I think all those things considered make that my favorite era because of what she was dealing with at that time.
Yeah. Countdown is still one of my favorite songs. Like,
listen, when it goes off in the stadium, okay.
Like
I hope that sounded good.
Kill
me softly.
Period. Book us.
Period.
Period. I would say like my favorite era is I always like just in general when she knows she's that girl.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Okay, we'll get into it. Track one, we'll get into it. But that's my favorite era. So I love Flawless. Just when she's reminding us. Like, you know when people were joking around on TikTok and Twitter before this album, they're like, we don't want to hear none of that woke stuff. We want to... I hated that because one, it's like, she's trying to do something for the people and you got something to say, one. And then two, it hasn't been that many albums where she's been woke. We only been woke as a country for 2 years. So get a...
And you know what I hate about that too? People who say we don't want no more black music or any woke Beyonce. Before that, people were saying, I don't know if a lot of people remember this or know this, but people were saying she was a little whitewashed. They were saying like, you know, the blonde hair, she's trying to appeal, especially it was around the I'm Sasha Fierce era. Trying to say she was like trying to cater to that demographic because what she like the music she was putting out and the image. But I was like, okay, so now she's, you know, doing stuff for the culture, for the people, and now y'all tired of it. What you want her to do?
And like, remember that SNL? It was an SNL skit, and there was like after Formation, and they were joking around like Beyonce's black. Or
exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was Formation time. So people did think that like she was like quote unquote whitewashed. So I was annoyed when people were talking about, oh, we need to not have this super woke album or whatever. But what's funny about it is that, which we'll get into, but this album is Black culture. In many components, but people, because they're not seeing the visual of like Black is King vibes or like Formation, they think that they got what they wanted and not woke stuff, but they definitely still got the woke stuff. It's just hidden differently in like dance kind of music with bad bitch lyrics in a way. But overall, like my favorite era of Beyonce is when she's like in her bad bitch, like flawless, and like I'm like the first song on that girl was just
Yeah. Oh, when she's cocky,
when
cocky Beyonce.
she's cocky
I
Beyonce
think she
because she
called her.
deserves it.
Yeah, I think she called herself. That's where Beyonce came from. I think
Yeah,
she said, "When I'm
yeah.
Beyonce, I'm on my."
Yeah, because she cocky, because she's like, to me, the only person in the world that deserves to be as cocky as she be saying in her
Period.
songs.
But she's still like the most humble person.
Exactly.
The most
That's why
humble
when other
person.
people, when other celebrities are like mean, I'm like, okay, Beyonce can be mean and she's not even mean.
Right.
You're acting mean?
Right.
No.
And she's not even like mean too, like even when she's working. She's just firm. She just wants
she knows
shit
what
done.
she wants.
But she still does it with a smile on her face and grace.
Oh, she just makes my heart warm.
Okay.
All right. So, we did that one. Okay. What's your favorite performance you've gone to?
That I've gone to?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. Oh, dang! See, so many.
Material girl.
Okay.
Let me tell you one thing about Daniel. He's gonna be sitting in a good seat. Like
Okay.
I just told him like for this tour, I'm about to get an envelope, and people like stack their cash in there to like save for a specific event.
Yeah.
That's about to be me in this Beyonce tour. Because one thing about Mr. Daniel, he's going to drop a stack or two.
Because I cannot. After you see, especially a stan like myself, after you see her front row up close and personal, you cannot go back to like seeing her less
The
than.
nosebleeds.
Yeah. I said, for what? I could be at home watching this.
Yeah.
So that's why they go to Coachella, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But my favorite performance, I guess, was Beyonce Experience, because that's when I met her.
Let's just jump.
You want to jump into it?
Yeah, let's just jump into it.
I was gonna do a little segue, but we can get into it.
Daniel met Beyonce, so really his stories trump everybody else's. But go ahead.
So, so this is the first time I met her, because I've actually met her twice officially, and I've seen her in other capacities.
Period.
But this was just a regular meet and greet. Like I said, it was a Beyonce Experience tour in Oakland, California, August 31st, 2007.
Let them know.
So it was a meet and greet, and for some reason I had money. I don't know why, but I had money at that time. And she was going on tour, and I buy the VIP package or whatnot. And I was like, oh, and at the time it was only like $900.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad.
For the meet and greet?
Yeah.
Wow.
Including the front row.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2007.
Yeah, that's a dream.
Yeah. So yeah, I bought that, and then I also got my mom and my sister tickets, but good seats, but not where I was sitting.
Yeah.
But anyway, so get there, and the meet and greet was scheduled for before the show, and so we get there, and the protocol was to have us all line up in the arena, like in a little tunnel by her dressing room. And side note, I draw, so I drew her a portrait like maybe 2 nights before, the night before, and I also wrote her a letter on the back, because prior to that, another little segue story involving her, I got into a car accident when Dreamgirls came out, going to see Dreamgirls, and got in a car accident, broke my leg, and the whole type of shit. Anyways, so I wrote a letter just expressing how much I love her, and how much I've gone through just to see her, and just being around her and stuff like that, and enjoy her art. And so, fast forward, get to the venue, and they line us up, and they're like, you're gonna line up alphabetical. And mine was the first one, because my last name is Asare, starts with A. So I'm outside the door, and they said, if you have any gifts, put them on the table. Don't bring them in. I was like, so I can't give it to her, like, personally? Whatever. So anyways, all right, he was like, all right, you can go inside, her security guard. So I go inside. She's all the way, like, right over there in that corner, and she's not even looking up. She's like fixing her like Darion jeans, because she had Darion back then.
Yeah.
And she's fixing her Darion jeans. She didn't have no makeup on. She's had like a Darion hoodie on, and I was just like, oh my God. And I walk over there, and she was like, hi. Oh, actually, before that, her security people, they were like, don't touch her, don't give her no hugs, because she's sick, and she has to, be good for the show. We were like, we spent all this money to see her and meet her, we can't touch her, just get a picture and go.
Yeah.
Whatever. But, I loved her, so I didn't care. So I go inside, she's like, hi, how are you? And I was like, oh, I'm good. Just trembling, just quivering. And
oh my God, I can see it now.
And then, like, out of nowhere, like, I just, like, tears started coming down my eyes, but not like a boo-hoo-hoo, but like, just like tears. And she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I wasn't trying to cry, but I just love you so much. You have no idea. And then she was like, oh, it's okay, baby. You know, I love you too. Da, 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 da. And then I was like, you know, I hope you have a great show tonight because I've been waiting for this my whole life to be up close with you and da, 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 da. And she was like, oh, no, no. Then I was like, I'm sorry you're sick and you know, you're still gonna have a great show. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. You know I'm a soldier. I'll be all right. I said, ha ha ha, Kiki, you're so funny,
Oh
Beyonce.
my.
And so then she was like, well, you ready to get a picture? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she put her arm around me and I was like, you see that?
Yeah.
Don't touch
She
her.
touching me.
Period.
Yeah.
So she put her arm, and I'm shaking too. Shaking like it was my first
Quivering.
dance at a middle school. And then took the picture. She gave me a hug, like a real snug hug, and said, I love you. And I went about my way. Met my mom around the corner. I said,
Do you just think about this?
you know what?
randomly?
I sometimes I can't because I can't fathom that happened.
Yeah.
It went by so fast. I mean, I have the picture for it, but like it went by so fast. So, but sometimes I do think about it. I'm like, damn, I was really like in her presence, breathing her
Yeah.
air like that. But
Oh my
that
God.
was the
Sharing
first
her
of other times.
particles.
But yeah, that was the main one. Yeah.
That is insane. And it was
Yeah.
so funny because remember for the longest I thought that picture was photoshopped.
She thought, okay, so she would see that picture because I would post that picture for Beyonce's birthday or whatever, anything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she always be like, ha ha ha, thinking it was like Photoshop. I said, no, baby girl, the hand is right here.
It's real. It's giving real. But I think I was just, that's what I would do.
Shocked.
I would I have pictures
Yeah.
of me and Justin Bieber photoshopped
Yeah.
together.
Well, the one you
So-
got with Michael Jackson had me shook.
Yeah, we just iconic.
Like,
Like me and you.
here we
period.
are.
Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Yeah, I met Michael Jackson when I was 7. But yeah, I mean the pictures like that are so iconic where they do look photoshopped. Like I have people ask me before,
Yeah.
is that real? I'm like, it's real, but you can't believe it because someone's so famous, so
Right.
iconic that there's no way you met them. So
Right.
I really thought I was like, and then knowing you're so super fan.
I know,
like,
I'll probably do something like that.
why
yeah.
not edit it?
Yeah,
So but it's a real picture. That is insane.
You're not
that
the
you met
first
her.
person to say that though. So
Yeah.
it's not even, yeah. But
That's insane that you met her and got to experience her.
and she smelled amazing too.
Yeah.
She smelled amazing.
The tour that I went to, it was the Miss Carter tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived in Washington at the time, so Canada is not too far. But my parents, we went to Canada to go see this concert. And I sat so far in the back, like there was a wall behind me. Like I was the last
Like,
row
In the arena?
in the arena.
Like
Like
you sit right here?
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I look it's like the suite. Like, like the wall. I was like in the back. But was I living my best life? Absolutely. Because
Period.
I'm in the room where it happens.
Yeah.
So
exactly. She's right there.
she's right there. And that's the tour where she not flew, but like she
Yeah.
flew across the stage in her blue
Yeah.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. So
Yeah.
and I like to say that, in the beginning of when it's like, hey, Miss Carter.
Yeah.
I think that's Canada.
You think
It's-
that's who?
I think that's the Canada tour. Like when
The
the Canada one, the one I went to. I like to pretend like
yeah.
I was in that
Oh,
one.
when she says it on the record.
Hey,
Hey,
Miss
Carter.
Yeah, and I feel like everyone thinks that. They're like, oh, that's her LA. That's her
You
LA
said
show.
That was the one that San Jose.
Yeah,
I remember
that was I remember that. I
Right.
remember the crowd sounding just
Right.
like that with the octaves.
You
So-
said no. She said that in Canada.
Yeah, she said that in Canada. I know because I was there. But that was a really good tour. Then after that, I've been to the Mrs. Carter tour,
Mhm.
On the Run 1 and 2,
And then we went to Formation.
Yeah.
We didn't go together, but we ran into each other.
Yeah.
Like ironically.
in the super big stadium.
Yeah.
That was crazy. We were all exiting and then we were walking out. And mind you, she performs only in stadiums because she's that girl.
Right.
And thousands of people are walking out, and somehow we were able to find each other.
Right.
And we didn't even know, you didn't know I was going to
I
the
didn't even know she
concert in
was
San
there.
Diego.
It was like literally right outside, and we were like,
You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those ones. And then I didn't go to the Coachella performance either. Okay, let's just get into it because my boyfriend,
Oh,
Mr. Alex Blake III,
Get
full
into
government name,
Get into
he
it.
performed with Beyonce herself at Coachella as her quad drummer. So
you
Let
won't
me
even
tell
see
you.
him on net. Like you'll see him on
the
Homecoming.
yeah, on Homecoming on Netflix, he has several parts where you see him. He does the part where, if you guys remember, which you should, when they bring 3 people out and they do a spin on the shoulders. He's one of those guys. He does that part. And I remember when he got the call to do it, he almost didn't do it because he's like fully booked everywhere else.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he almost didn't do it because he was like, he thinks about longevity, not for the moment.
Yeah.
And he's not as like star crazy as like we would be. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I would did that for free.
Yeah.
Just because it was
Okay.
Beyonce. But he's thinking about realistics,
Yeah.
logistics,
Yeah.
money,
That's all
time,
like
all of
LA's.
that. Like
Yeah.
just longevity. He's like, well, I can't miss all these other things. And this gig only lasts a certain couple months for rehearsal and then only 2 weekends.
Mhm.
So he really thought it through. But I was on the other end bawling because he was saying that he might not do it. And I was actually at home in Washington at the time. And I was upstairs and he was telling me like, I don't know.
At the time, did he know it was for Beyonce? Or
Yeah,
he just,
no, he knew it was for
Oh,
Beyonce.
so he knew it was Beyonce. He still was considering not doing it.
Yeah, just because he's about longevity and
So we
like,
gotta talk.
yeah, and I was hyperventilating,
Yeah.
like literally dying at the fact that he might not do it.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, Imani, are you okay? They thought somebody, like a friend of mine was hurt or
You was
something.
really crying like
Oh,
that?
I was cool, Daniel. I was like, I was like, I can't. I was like going through it because I was like, you have to do this. And then he really says, he's like, I honestly did it a lot because I wanted to do it because it's Beyonce, but also
Right.
because of me,
Right.
because I was going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, divorce.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, if you
You
don't
said-
do this gig, we're getting a
Papers.
divorce and we're not even engaged. Like, but we're giving divorce, like, period. But he did, yeah, the Beyonce Coachella performance, and it was like the most spectacular thing. I feel like that was like a really pivotal moment for a lot of people and being a fan of hers.
Oh,
and even like she has grown so much as an artist, and she's at that point obviously still the #1 star ever, and when she was doing Coachella. But I kind of feel like she elevated her career at that point too.
Bro, that performance alone was so iconic. Yeah, like you said, it put her into a stratosphere of a whole different level of legendary.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the colors pink and yellow, you think of Beyonce Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
You see
How do you own
am I
colors?
lying? Like
She owns colors.
like there's so many nuances and just themes in that whole piece, that whole performance that just like it was literally a cultural reset,
Yeah.
if you will. Like that was the definition of a cultural reset for so many reasons. Oh my God.
And so many people were exposed, which I love, to Black culture. And it was like
Yes.
almost forced
Yeah.
because all these people are waiting for hours for the headliner.
Right.
And they don't have anywhere to go because
Right.
you're like cramped up like sardines. And,
Right,
You know, no one wanted to leave. It's Beyonce.
Right.
But she's like shoving Black culture down everyone's throat, which I love because you didn't have an option but to either try to understand it or try to understand it and research it later.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people, even Black people, didn't know the Black national anthem before she sang that.
I was so shook when she sang that because we would sing it at church all the time, especially during Black History Month.
And a lot of people don't know that song. And then so a lot of other people, like non-Black people, realized what that was. And just like now people really know what HBCUs are and that dynamic. So she really brought like Black culture to the forefront. And I think that was what was so impactful about it too.
Right.
But like you said, the colors and like another project, like getting into now projects that we like, I really loved Lemonade because it was the same idea of like Blackness and like womanhood, I feel like.
Right.
And when I think of Lemonade, like how do you take over a drink?
Okay.
Like Lemonade was before
it just lemonade.
Christopher Columbus. Like it was before the times, the knights and soldiers, whatever. Like
So how do you take lemonade
How
and
do you
now
take
you
lemonade?
hear somebody say lemonade, you automatically think of Beyonce.
Yeah. And like you said, like the same thing with the colors.
Yeah.
Like how you own mustard, like mustard
And
yellow and
pink.
pink. How you do that? Pink has been forever.
That's her impact though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how iconic someone is when they can take control over something
Yeah.
that's already been a thing forever.
Anytime I see someone with like a pink and blue, or not pink and blue, pink and black like aesthetic, like for an album, something like that, I
Yeah.
said, why you take that for Beyonce?
I know.
From
And
Self-Titled?
it's so funny because like the K-pop group Blackpink,
Yeah.
the only thing they can do is black and pink. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
I
their name.
said-
But I'm like, are you copying?
Yeah, okay.
Did you copy her?
Black and pink been here since
Any of time.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
And we over here saying, why you taking Beyonce colors like that?
Yeah.
Because they're hers.
Yeah. I even feel like when I'm trying to edit stuff for like this for Dear Imani, because my color scheme is pink.
Yeah.
When I put a black background, I'm like, oh, it's giving Beyonce though. It's like, how? It's black and pink. How's it giving Beyonce? But it is. So that's just her impact. So what's been like your favorite look? Do you have like a favorite red carpet or costume that she's worn?
No, not top of my head. I mean, like, cause her tour costumes are always like lit. Probably like just something from her at the Met Gala, cause she always
Yeah.
No, I do have a favorite look. That ponytail
At the Met Gala?
at the Met Gala
Yeah.
with that sheer dress.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Beyonce with a ponytail. It's something about a ponytail that just any woman like, and I stand it.
Mm-hmm.
But Beyonce with a ponytail, she's not even Sasha. She's like Sasha's great auntie, like
Yeah.
just wild. Like she did a performance around that time. I think it was for like Tidal or something like that. And she performed with Nicki.
Oh, she was wilding.
Wilding.
Yeah, she was like whipping it.
Okay, I said that ponying is ponying.
Yeah.
It's a stallion now.
Yeah. No, she be wilding with ponytails. And don't let her have a ponytail braid.
Okay.
It's whipping.
It's trained.
It's terrain.
Okay.
It's like flopping on her back.
Or battery
Obedience.
packs too.
Battery packs. Yeah, so that I was thinking about that look specifically because, like, for some reason it felt like she was giving like ghetto fabulous.
Yeah.
Like with the
but still
side
chic.
ponytail was chic. And then I remember photos like the day after and she still had the ponytail in.
Mhm.
And to me, that just represented Black culture because our hair sticks.
Period.
Like if I have a ponytail in that I go get made,
Right.
like my hairstylist does it, I'm wearing the same ponytail for like a week straight.
Right.
And no one's saying
That's
nothing.
exactly what she did.
Because that's what we do. Like our
Right.
hair just stays.
I'm
So
wearing
I was
this
like,
out for the whole week.
yes. And that's what it was, like a staple. It was like that day after photo of her in the ponytail, I was like, that's a Black queen right there.
Yeah.
That's a Black queen right there. But so before we get into the album, if you could ask Beyonce one question, what would it be?
Man. I don't know, because I would just be staring at her telling her how much I love her. So I don't even know what to be asking her.
Right.
I guess I would ask her if you were not an artist, if you were not a musician. I mean, she's answered this before when she was younger, but right now, as a 40-plus-year-old woman, besides being a mother and a wife, what would you want to do with your life? What do you think would fulfill you besides your music?
That's
if you
a
could not
deep
be an artist or
question.
if you weren't an artist.
Yeah.
Because that taps more to her as a person,
Yeah.
if anything. I think so often, I mean, music is expression and art, and a lot of times that is what a person is, because it's their gifts. But I think sometimes we don't think further than that, because as human beings, we're deep.
Yeah.
We have a lot of layers to us. We have a lot of things that we like, and we don't tap into that because we're put in a box. So I think I would ask her like what she would want to do besides being a singer.
Wow. Yeah.
'Cause that would really go into like who she is as a person, I feel like.
Yeah. That's a really good question.
Yeah.
And I wonder what that answer would be.
I know, that's the thing.
Yeah. Because even before that, you know, she grew up being a dancer. She did pageants.
Yeah.
Like me.
Like you.
Like me.
Yeah.
She probably would have been like a Miss USA or
Probably,
something.
yeah.
Who knows? But that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Mine was not as deep. I just wanted her to make a YouTube channel.
Oh,
I think that
yeah.
because she's been so private and she has built this career for herself, I think once, not now, because she's still in like, to me, the peak of her career. Like she's still doing world tours. I think we'll get another one out of her.
I hope so.
I hope we could squeeze another one out of her.
Right.
She's gonna do a lot of performances even after the tours and stuff. But I think they'll get to a point where I would like if she opened up her world to us. Cause she, you know what I mean? Just a little bit.
Just
like
a little bit.
Yeah, like not.
She's super private.
She's so private. And I think
Yeah.
there's like a balance that we could have as
Yeah.
a fan. Like, I'm not saying you have to have a YouTube channel every Friday up
Mhm.
or like be on TikTok or doing all these things, but do a 73 questions with Vogue.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yeah.
just something small. Let
Yeah.
me get a tour
Yeah.
of the studio. Let me get a making of the album
Yeah,
YouTube video.
exactly.
Like I feel like
she used to do stuff
yeah,
like that too.
like Kylie Jenner's not the best example because she's super into social media, but her YouTube channel is a good example because she doesn't post a lot, but she'll post like, this is my office, or it'll be like every year she posts her and Stormy making cookies for Christmas.
Right.
Like, what if we got all the kids making like cookies for Christmas?
That'd be cute.
Like just something small where we can see her in a different light. So
Yeah.
I would ask her if she can please make a YouTube channel for the
Or
fans.
see her with
And
her
even we
family,
can
too.
subscribe to it. We can pay.
Yeah, I would pay for it.
Yeah, I'd pay.
Everybody want to be seeing how Beyonce living.
Yeah.
Because the little scraps we get it from her family.
Your little
Like
scraps.
from Michelle and Kelly.
Yeah, we get scraps.
Yeah, we hear her in the background.
Yeah.
Like, can you move the camera a little bit
Yeah,
this way?
to the left. Like, let me see our girl.
Right.
Yeah, so we do get scraps, and we just want more because
Yeah.
we love her so much, and I
Yeah.
just want to see her. Like sometimes I literally think I'll be driving, and I'll literally be like, I wonder what Beyonce's doing, like right
I've
now.
been thinking that too sometimes.
Yeah, like what is she doing right
Yeah.
this instant? Like I'm driving, or I'm going to Starbucks. What's she order at Starbucks?
Right.
What's her day to day?
Right.
What's she doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I want to see a little bit more of. But I don't know if she'll give us that. Probably not.
She won't. She hate us.
She won't. We always say that. We're like, she actually hate us. We over here doing a whole show about her.
Okay. She said, I ain't giving that to y'all.
She's not giving nothing. We got these t-shirts. We got these vinyls. We got these.
She said, that's exactly why I'm not giving y'all shit.
Yeah, because
crazy.
we're crazy. We do the most. And so I see why she hates us.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's
but
fine. We love her.
We love her.
Yeah.
We'll kill for her. So so we're gonna get into the Renaissance, the album.
Let's do it.
This album, let's just start with the songs. Okay, the first one, I'm That Girl.
Yes. Enough said. Says it in the title.
It says in the title, not much to talk about. It's iconic. Like, that's the era I like when she's talking her shit per usual. Like, she's just she's in her bag and she knows who she is.
First of all, let me just say, just to preface this, Renaissance as a whole, and I told you this before, it's very much a main character album.
Yes.
Which I love.
Yeah.
We need some main character energy sometimes for all of us.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's important for us to like sometimes feel like, you know, I'm that nigga, I'm that bad bitch, like, you know, and like that's what the whole album gives, and it makes everyone feel like that when they sing it every song.
Every song, and I love that. No, because that's what like I feel like my whole brand is making people feel like confident and a bad bitch, 100% bad bitch, and main character energy is like what I think I exude. So this album to me is like, this is my everyday. So it's like when she singing it now, I'm like, I have ammo to keep my shenanigans up with being that bitch. Like, no one can tell me nothing now. Because I'm like, alien superstar.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into cozy.
Yeah.
Comfortable in my skin, cozy with who I am. I wrote a bar. That is a bar. And I've seen people like, you know, people get deeper into what everything means. But someone made like a tweet or something about how iconic and impactful it is for a Black woman to say you're comfortable and cozy in your skin.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like, dang.
Yeah. That's actually one of my favorite songs, one of my top 3, because it's right off the bat, like confidence.
Yeah.
Not conceitedness, but confidence. Let you know, like, you can't shake me, you can't move me, because I'm cozy with myself.
Yeah.
That's what we should all strive for.
Yeah.
Be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Not me preaching right now.
But I know, you better preach. I wrote Confident Anthem.
Yes. Yeah.
So this one's like the number 1, I think. Alien Superstar is next.
That's a real popular one right
now. And that one to me feels euphoric. Like, I feel like I'm levitating. And I knew I wasn't crazy. I was like, there's something about this. I feel like I'm floating.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing all these videos of like Sailor Moon, like transforming and like people floating out of the sky. I'm like,
I didn't even think of
we're
that.
all thinking the same thing. Like,
levitating. You just feel like you're on air listening to that, but walking in air. Just like, catwalking in the sky.
Yeah, it feels so, like I just feel like I have to get in the streets.
Yeah,
and like I need to go out and hear that song. But you know she's about to eat at the concert with that song.
And that's the too, like, I want to see what she's going to do with these songs. So choreo and like staging and stuff like that. It's going to be insane.
And for Act 1, I feel like we've definitely heard more like difficult vocals in other songs before. And she has such good stamina that she still has given us a show with all those vocals. But this isn't as, in my opinion, as vocally heavy as other ones.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So she's about to eat. Choreo.
Okay. Because you ain't got to use that vibrato, sis.
Yeah, she about to eat. Yeah, the only one is she got the...
that devil run. Yeah. Well, she going to be sitting on... You know what? We'll get to it.
She gonna sit on the sofa?
Yeah, she going to sit on the sofa. Plastic on the sofa with plastic
on the sofa. Genius. So, yeah, Alien Superstar is one of my favorites just because I feel euphoric, and the part where it says "Forever I'm That Girl," like that is just that's like that's
you said I felt that one.
Forever I'm that girl, and that's gonna be my costume. So I'm calling dibs on it right here on the show. I'm going to be an Alien Superstar. I don't know what that means. Maybe when hopefully by then she'll drop like some visual albums so I can like take some ideas. Yeah, they need to come so I can get some ideas. But I'm gonna be an Alien Superstar for Halloween, and I was gonna have Alex be like a NASA person.
Oh, with the little...
Yeah, he was like, side note, he was like, why do the guys' costumes always kind of suck? I'm like, well, I'm a star.
Because they're complimentary.
Yeah, like, you're like the side character. Like, forever I'm that girl, Alien Superstar, NASA. Like, and also my other thing, I told him, I'm like, you don't even take Halloween as serious as I do.
Right.
So first you don't even want to wear a costume, but then I put you in a sideline costume, now you want to
complain. Now you want to be bad.
Like, pick a side. Like, pick a side. Anyway, the next one is Cuff It. This is
This is like, and I said this from the very first seconds of hearing it. It was like Blow Part 2 on acid and beer and all the things.
Yes.
Just like it's just first of all, I love 70s
Mhm.
music. That's like probably my favorite genre of music outside of today's current stuff. But Cuff It makes you want to just go roller skating,
Yeah.
okay?
It's such a vibe.
Or have a barbecue, or just all the things. It's just fun. It's a fun ass
You
track.
instantly start snapping.
Okay, you instantly. And then when she eats it at the end, it's into the bridge. I burn the track up.
Yeah.
That's it. Go
Yes.
off with the Whitney vocals on the
So
skate
good.
track.
It's really roller skating. I also wrote at the top, I was like, I knew she smoked weed. Because she said something about that. I was like, I knew she smoked weed. And then I also felt like this one could have had Chloe Bailey in it for some reason. I like heard her voice like in it. I thought that would have been cool.
I could hear that too.
And then also I like that she's been like a couple songs say Thotty.
She says Thotty in so many songs.
Yeah,
I
and
say,
that's like-
are you really a mom?
Yeah.
Who be say Thotty like that?
Why was that my first thing I thought? When she like got me acting
Hella
hella
thotty.
thotty. I was like, or when she's like, drop it like a thotty. It definitely, it felt like,
I said, Beyonce, we don't really say that like that.
yeah, I was like, we don't say that anymore. But I'm like,
we gonna start
we
saying it
gonna
now.
saying it. Yeah. I remember like, even like Formation when she did Slay.
Slay.
Like Slay was not the poppin' term at the point. It's
No.
like, I slay.
Yeah.
I slay. And we're like,
yeah.
okay, I slay.
We're going back to
I slay.
it.
So now I'm about to say Thotty again, because
Yeah.
obviously. The next one, Energy. Okay, before we get into Energy, let's get into the transition.
Oh, snap.
The transition.
The transition
8.
into Energy.
Dun,
8.
dun, dun, turn it up, turn it up. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. She ate that up.
8 it. 8 it. I love it. That's probably also one of my top 5 too.
You know what I was getting nervous about with the tour? I was thinking, so obviously we have Act 1, Act 2, Act 3,
Yeah.
plus all of Black is King, or some Black is King, plus her other like iconic songs.
Yeah.
This is a loaded tour.
Right.
So I'm wondering, the big part of this album are the transitions. So are you going to do, you're not going to do the whole album. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how it's going to look in the tour.
Someone was saying on Twitter that like for this tour, I mean, yeah, you might have to do a few staples like Crazy in Love. You have to do that, and like maybe Halo or something like that. But it should be, I feel like it should be heavy on the new stuff,
Yeah.
like Renaissance. I mean, that's what like other like older artists do. Not older, but like legend artists, like when they're way into their career and they've got a hot ass album, they'll like focus on that one
Yeah.
and maybe just do like 1 or 2, 3 hits that
Yeah.
like everybody
That's
loves.
what we need.
But you know, it's about the vibe and the era. So
Yeah.
I think we all would be fine if she just did Renaissance,
yeah.
some Black is King, The Gift, maybe even a little Lemonade.
Yeah.
But like the mature Beyonce
but the
era
more
stuff.
you're saying it, the more songs I'm thinking that she got.
Right, see?
Yeah, so it's a lot of
Because
songs.
it's adult Beyonce, it's
Yeah.
a different Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
So like,
just stick to that.
yeah, I feel like it. Because she could have did the first couple albums with the first couple tours that she did. But yeah, it's a different.
We already seen it live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already seen it time and time again.
Yeah.
So we're not going to miss it. I ain't going to
Yeah.
miss Baby Boy like that.
No, yeah, because I want to hear the transitions in this.
Yeah.
But I wonder if she'll do the transitions, because it's like, she always has like some woman's voice in between songs, like a
True.
female.
Well, she'll probably like make up some more transitions or something
Yeah.
like that. You know she do.
Yeah. So Cuff is one of my favorites, like definitely in the top for me. I love that
Yeah.
song. And then Energy, also that's a transition too.
You want to talk about Kelis, or we gonna give her no?
That was for the Cuff It?
That was Energy.
Oh, it's for Energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. I didn't even look at the tea about that, because I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know what's going on, but I do know what happened. She took the sample out of the song, right, and took her
Mhm.
name out the credits.
Mhm.
I look at it like, if I was Kelis, I would have wanted to use the opportunity to not necessarily be in 2003. But I also get it too in a certain degree. But I just feel like anyone that kind of messes with Beyonce, I feel like they're wrong. So that's where I'm just biased. I don't know what was said, but I was like, you're clearly wrong.
I mean, I think that too, but everyone kind of drags me for thinking that. But I
Yeah.
be thinking it because it's not that like she's perfect, but like she doesn't do anything wrong to me in my eyes. Like everything's with an intention, and she's a good person. So her and the Kelis stuff, I just thought it was just so extra. Kelis did not have to go to the internet and do
No.
all of that and name drop Beyonce the way that she did. I mean, her main issue is with the Neptunes, Pharrell and Chad. They're the ones who
Mhm.
started that bullshit with her. So her directing that energy, she could have called me. You're projecting. Yeah, maybe she could have. She could have. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, she didn't have to call you. I mean, she didn't, but she could have, just as a courtesy. But she didn't.
Yeah.
And she was not obligated to. And she don't know you like that, sis, for her to have to do that. So just eat your peas.
Yeah.
And stop directing that negative energy towards her, because that's not where it needs to be directed.
And it also, people is like attention. You know that if you say
name
Beyonce's
her,
name,
it's gonna
and
bring,
as soon as you hit the shade room, you already know what's about to happen. So.
And also, just like you want her to call you, you could have called her with that.
Yeah.
Instead of, because now look at you.
Next.
Creditless.
Creditless. And you could have been that girl.
Okay.
In 2022 instead. But okay, energy, Bob. I said it gives Wakanda vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bop.
Yeah.
I wrote when she says cause them Karens, because them Karens.
Oh, that's my favorite line. Because them Karens turn them Karens be terrorists. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bar. Because I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Speak on it. Those are like little moments where it's like she's giving us black.
No, literally.
Like she's giving us what we need to hear.
For the culture.
For the culture. The next one is Church Girl.
Okay. Because you already know.
I already know. This is you. You're a church boy.
Church boy. Okay, so first of all, first time I heard Church Girl, I was like, yes, Bob. Favorite Bob. Second time I heard Church Girl, I started crying.
And it's such like a holy song.
Like,
it's
okay. And let me tell you why. Because I'm a church boy. I grew up in the church and, grew up, Baptist and all that stuff. And that's very much like my upbringing. And then there's been a lot of stigma with, being a Christian and growing up, in the black church and stuff like that. And then also being a little different. So like, I've grown up with, hardships and things like that in that regard. And it's been a lot of pressure to upkeep, And so when I heard Church Girl, every single lyric, I was just like, yo, she's really speaking about the people who had dealt with those same types of experiences being in the church growing up. So I was just like, oh my God, like, bro, like, she get me. I didn't think but she get me though. Like, while I'm shaking my ass.
She's like, now drop it like
right.
I
said, I can still praise God and shake my ass on Saturday. Like, damn.
Well, it was like a full circle.
It was hella full circle.
Yeah.
It was hella full circle because, it gets conflicting sometimes, but like, she let me know, it's like, it's cool to be yourself and you can still, have your faith and like what you believe in and stuff like that. So she just says, be comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
I was born free. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I was born free. So be free in that freedom.
Yes. I love that. Church boy.
Church boy. I'm about to get that tatted.
Yeah.
In the Renaissance font.
It's actually a really good tattoo.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I just thought that right now and I think I actually might do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait on that. We'll show that later. If he actually gets it. No, that's a really good idea. Yeah. I wrote this is a whole song. I know.
You said the whole song?
Yes, the whole song.
And you know when we like read the track list and we go through like the titles before the album come out, we said Church Girl. Didn't nobody know it was gonna be no damn twerk song.
No, I thought it was gonna be like something beautiful,
right?
Ballad.
Because I said sampling Clark sisters.
Yeah, she said we're giving hoe, and she's bringing the word thoughty back,
right?
And she wrote, "You can be my daddy if you want to." She's just nasty.
Wait, do you think that one line? I mean, I think it's a joke. People are saying it, but must be the cash because it ain't your face.
It's not like she didn't know what she was saying. I mean, my thing is, how they just had that Renaissance party?
Yeah.
They're probably playing the album. And everyone's like, it must be the cash.
Hey, your face.
And JC's sitting there
like,
yeah, okay.
Damn.
I'm like, what would you say that? Twice. But she said it twice.
She said it twice.
So she mentioned with her chest. Like, she said it twice. She was it's also like a saying. So like, we could just be like, oh, she was just saying
it. She just say that
But we know what she...
You know how the mind of a Beyonce works.
Yeah, she was being funny.
Right.
She's funny like that. Next one is Plastic Off the Sofa. This song, I think this song is bomb.
You know what it reminds me of? Fighting Temptations. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, when she was in church.
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of that vibe because a lot of songs on that album or that movie sound like it. So when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this sounds like that movie.
Yeah.
I love that song. Mainly because it's so simple. Like you said, it's not a lot of singing on there.
Yeah.
On this album as a whole. But this is the thing too. I'm about to go on a little tangent. People do not like to give Beyonce her credit as a top tier vocalist. Okay, they think you have to be, just a mic and a light all the time to be considered, a Whitney or Mariah. They think because she's a performer as well and can light up a stage and dance in, that they forget about her voice. But if you break it down, she's literally one of the greats. I would say probably top 5. She's
easily.
The control, like just all of it, and just technique. Oh my God.
Try to sing a Beyonce song.
Right.
That's what you will realize she can really sing.
Yes.
Love on Top. If you try to sing Halo, and even the songs that you think are easy are hard.
They're not.
Yeah, like even like the end, like To the Left.
Yeah.
Like all these songs that you think that you can sing, you can't sing. They're really difficult.
That's how I be trying to have my own little vocal lessons, just by listening to Beyonce. Instead of her
Broken Hearted Girl.
Yeah, exactly.
She can't. But those people, I feel like those people don't even want to try to hear that she's a top 5 vocalist. They're already haters.
Yeah, well,
they're just those people anyway, so they can't even be trusted in the first place, and their opinions are irrelevant.
Right.
So next, anyway, the next one is Move. I said this is for the girls because I love when they say "move out the way." I want my girls, and we all need space. I'm like, move because I'm serving. I'm serving.
Yeah.
And then we got Heated.
That's a bop.
Yeah, that's a bop. That's a vibey song.
I need Drake to be on it though. He did the demo. Excuse me. Because he wrote it too. He co-wrote it.
Yeah, I did see that.
And I think he was supposed to be. I don't know why he wasn't, but I hope she puts him on for like a remix or something like that, because that's hella Beyonce Drake vibes.
Yeah,
and that'll be a hit.
Yeah.
And then when she chants at the end, for some of y'all who might not know queer culture or anything, but she was chanting, and that's like a ballroom thing. And she went off.
Yeah.
Okay. Look up Legendary or like, just any type of ballroom thing and look up chanting. And when I first heard it, I was like, oh, she is so.
Yeah. She like definitely did her research, I feel like, and she just understood how to embody that culture in general and like have the right sounds and all of that, where I think people that really understood it could appreciate it. Oh, yeah. She just ate the whole thing up. And I love when she said, Monday I'm overrated, Tuesday I'm on my dick. Yeah.
She was talking
that's a lot of y'all.
She was talking to shit.
Because that's a lot of them. There's a lot of people out here.
Absolutely.
She's overrated, which I said this on the podcast before, like she's overrated. To who are you comparing her to?
Right.
Because your favorite can never.
Ever. Can't do half the shit she does.
Ever, not even half of the stuff your favorite could do.
First of all, half the people who say she's overrated don't even know what overrated means.
Yeah.
Because that means like you're getting too much credit for shit that you don't deserve. But what is it that she don't deserve? Like,
right.
She literally does it all.
Yeah.
Bomb vocalist, pretty, can dance, got stamina, can perform, good style. So what's overrated, sweetie?
Yeah, it's really nothing. They're just being haters and they can't be trusted. The next one is Thick. This one, but the Q, that means you extra thick. I feel like everyone likes this one just because of the title itself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't care what it was about to be sounding like. I was like, I'm about to eat this song up because it's called Thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do like that song. Main character energy, I wrote that one here. Let's see. Oh, All Up in Your Mind. I really like that one too.
That's a cool
I think that was a bop.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bop where like when I first listened to it, it wasn't my fave. But then as I started to play the album over and over again.
It's one where like when it comes on, you find yourself like, this is actually a cute song.
America Has a Problem.
Okay, now that's a sleeper bop.
Yeah.
Because first time I was like, what, it's cool, whatever. The more you listen to it, I'm like, wait.
Yeah, it's one of those
snaps.
too. Yeah. And I was not expecting
song.
it because of the title. Like the title you would think is supposed to be some woke anthem.
Right,
piece.
right.
And it just only thing it says is America Has a Problem in the beginning.
Right, that's
After
it.
that, it's just a bop.
It's just,
I was like, what's the problem? I mean, we have a lot of problems, but like, what was the problem?
So where's America?
Yeah, I was about to be some like, this is America.
Some woke stuff, yeah.
Like this kind of like that kind of vibe. She said, no, we're still shaking ass. So I said, okay, yeah. America does have a problem of not having enough fun.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it meant.
Light bulb. Okay.
Yeah. Genius, Beyonce, hit me up. The next one is Pure/Honey. I said this is for the girls with the
that
W.
was literally on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
it's for the girls.
It's for the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote. I said she rolling with the LGBT. In
okay.
This she really is.
With that
I mean,
honey.
it's all the pretty boys to the floor. I just imagine all the boys with the beat faces.
Bad bitches to the left. Bunny bitches to the right. You can take it off.
Me to the dance
Yeah,
all
all
night.
night.
Everyone's trying to figure out where they
Okay,
go.
right.
But everyone's faking it. Money bitches to the left.
Right.
Are you really to the left? I was over here. I was listening to it, and I'm like, where do I go? And I'm like, bitch, you are not in the money bitches to the left. You already know this. So stop
I said, I'm
playing.
gonna stay right here in the middle because nobody gonna clock me out either one.
Yeah, no one gonna tell me I'm not getting rich. So I'm going in the middle where she said. The last one, Summer Renaissance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one's a good one too.
Yeah, that sample's what, Donna Summer? Yeah. Yes, Donna Summer.
Yeah.
Sample. Homage to Donna Summer.
Yes, yeah. Well, so what would be your top 3?
Ooh, damn.
You know what's funny? I wrote top 3, but then on the 3 I put 4 songs. So I didn't even make it top 3. I cheated.
I mean, it's really hard to pick a top 3, but I say one tier because I have them in tiers is the 3 C's: Cozy, Church Girl, and Cuff It.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to really appreciate America Has a Problem. Virgo. Oh, we didn't talk about Virgo's Groove.
Virgo's Groove. I skipped. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Beyonce. I love you. That was after Plastic Off the Sofa.
Yeah.
It's number 8, Virgo's Groove.
Yeah, that's another one where her vocals, when she does some runs and the techniques.
Yeah.
And it's just such a vibe.
Yeah.
That's more of that 70s vibe.
Mhm.
I love it. One of my favorites. So that's probably also one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The 3 C's, that's good. But I also feel like it's depending on the day.
It also depends on the day.
Yeah, because I think for Beyonce fans, we haven't put the album down. Like every time I get in my car or I'm at the gym, I play the album like top to bottom, or sometimes I just pick my favorite ones, but I haven't not listened to it.
Have you listened to any other artists or any other music since it came out?
Since then?
Yeah.
I listened to Sabrina Carpenter. The Range. You know Sabrina Carpenter?
I know who Sabrina Carpenter is.
Because she has an album. It's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it actually. But that's when I was like, sometimes I just want to be a sad girl.
Yeah.
So I was
get
like,
that.
it's like in the morning.
Yeah.
If I want to be a sad girl, I'm like Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina
Okay.
Carpenter, like that vibe. But I have like specs of different artists. But every day I put on Renaissance, like every single day.
And I don't get tired of it.
No, not at all. I get even like more hyped with it.
Yeah.
And then I start imagining myself in different places, like the club or like on vacation. Like, oh, I'm gonna be like,
where I'm gonna play this.
Well, I'm gonna be like this when I'm in the club. I'm gonna be like this when I'm at the bar. Like I'm like imagining myself doing different things. Mine are. I'm just obsessed with Alien Superstar. Like just like that. It's just euphoric. Like I said, Church Girl, and then on 3 I have like Cuff It, All Your Mind, Energy. Just all the rest of them.
Okay, just the whole album.
The whole album is so
also
good.
Was another one.
The whole album overall was just amazing, and I think it's definitely like one of her best pieces. Like, if not the best. Like, it's so good.
People were saying, I don't like to compare her stuff, but like people were saying like, because you remember like everyone was saying, I don't want no more woke stuff. I want like B-Day Beyonce. Yeah. This is like B-Day Beyonce, like with good credit and 10 kids, like matured.
Yeah.
Like.
Good credit score 800.
Okay, and
she got an Amex card.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotten on the weekends type B-Day. No,
yeah.
I definitely think this is probably top 3 albums.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's that good. It's amazing. Okay, so that was the Renaissance, the album we need to do with that. I mean, I actually we both, when we were texting when the album came out, we started listening to it exactly at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we were done at the time that it ended, like however long the album is exactly. And we were texting about it, and each of us were writing notes about the album. So that's what I'm looking at. It's like all my notes. I actually posted all this on TikTok, and people were like, wait, can you send me this?
People were like, hey, wait, can you send me? I said, come on, Renaissance notes.
I know.
You better start charging.
Right. They're like, can you send me this? And people were like, can we like go over notes together? Someone was like, you're doing the Lord's work. It was like, absolutely, I am. I'm giving you the materials. And people were like stopping the video to read. And they're like, not you saying blah, 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 like quoting my notes were. But this is true fandom right here, like writing notes. So now we're going to get into, the last question before we get into the submissions for the giveaway is, I want to know if you could have like, what people would you want to have on like Act 2 or Act 3? If she did artists, like
features. Well, I'm always going to stand a Kelly and Michelle collab. I think we've been wanting Rihanna for the longest.
Yeah, we deserve that.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind another Megan collab. I'm trying to think of someone like not that popular, or maybe somebody you wouldn't expect. Maybe like Oh, we just got Madonna on that
Mhm.
Break My Soul remix.
Yeah.
Um,
Those are good.
yeah,
I had added to that, like, I wouldn't mind another Nicki one because I feel like that was a fun era.
yeah.
Lizzo, I think that'd be
Oh, Lizzo would be
yeah, I
cute.
think that'd be super cute. That'd be
I
like for
could
the
see
girls.
Lizzo too, like even on like Cuff It, like a remix or something
Yeah,
like that.
and
That'd
then
be
I
cute.
think it'd be really cute. I think people would love to see Chloe and Halle with her.
That would be,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
that would be
as a
precious.
trio, like in a video attached to it,
Mm-hmm.
because I think we deserve that
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah. So I'm my first. Actually, that's my first. I really want to see Chloe, Halle, and Beyonce together because it
That
would
would
just
be
make
good.
everything full
Full
circle.
hella full
Because
circle
she remember they opened for her
at
and
Formation.
Formation. Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna do the submissions that you guys submitted into why you deserve this box. So what the box has is one of these shirts, and it has the album itself. Like, who has a CD player?
Who do I know?
Not me. But who's gonna have it? Me. So, okay, before we get into this submissions, the funny part about it is that Daniel
What?
ordered you how
Oh,
box that you have.
how
So
did we forget
when she posted that this was all like coming out, and we were all freaking out, like hyperventilating that night, and we all ordered a box.
Yeah.
And Daniel didn't realize that they were sized. Like, I was like, okay, let me I got a size medium. And he didn't know that that was a thing. So when he posted, I got all these boxes, I got all 4 boxes. I saw on the Instagram, on his story, that it says small. And I was like, I mean, May, if you want a small, you can get a small. I was like, you're feeling very skinny. Like, you're feeling skinny, or you want to crop it, like whatever you want to do, go off. But I was like, I messaged him and I'm like, do you know that they're sized? Because you got 4 smalls.
Right.
Like,
I had no, you know what? I probably would have still got those smalls and not known till they came in the mail. Yeah, I had just got off of work, and then Twitter went ablaze, social media, and I just saw Beyonce and add to cart. So that's exactly what I did. I said, 4 poses, all 4. Didn't know what I was buying at all. Posted on Instagram. Anybody gonna be like, oh, come on, skinny summer, or like, come on, small.
I was like, come on, small. You feel
I
like
said
skinny.
small. And I said, oh, damn, I got 4 small t-shirts. And I couldn't return them. So my ass, I was like, shit, what am I going to do? Am I going to sell them? I said, fuck that. About 4 more.
Yeah.
And large.
So he has a total of 8 boxes.
8 boxes.
So if you need one, Cash Money Records, he got Cash App, he got Zelle, he got Venmo. Pass him some money.
And it's all Daniel. D-A-N. D-A-N-Y-O-L.
That's Instagram. So if you want to talk money, you can get a box. But we're going to give away this box, one of his boxes, right now after we read your submissions and decide who we want to give it to. But basically, I had you guys in the comments of the post or message me personally and say why you love Beyonce and why you deserve this box. So we're going to get into that right now. Okay. And I'm going to keep it, I can see who submitted, but I'm going to keep it anonymous for him. So then when he decides, or we kind of discuss on it together, he doesn't know who it is. All right, let's do the first one. It says,
Excited. I want to see what y'all said.
Okay. I want this box because I am channeling alien superstar energy for the rest of the year. Okay. I love Beyonce because she is truly an artist. Everything she does has meaning and depth, and she never half-asses anything. When she drops something, she put her soul into it. She pushes other artists to work harder, which we need because some artists be lacking.
Yeah.
And last but not least, her music makes this little brown boy feel like he conquered the world. Oh, the heartstrings.
Look at my heart just beating.
Just beating those pecs.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That was sweet. I love that.
Plain, this one, plain and simple. Why I want the box and why I love Beyonce is because she's Beyonce. That's it. That's my answer. Beyonce case closed.
I mean,
right to the point.
Right.
Yeah. I love the almighty Queen Bee and everything she does. Every photo shoot I've ever done, I must listen to Beyonce to produce the best photos. Mm-hmm. That is my favorite photo shoot secret. That is not really a secret.
I see a lot of celebrities do that too.
Yeah. You have to play her. I do that, like photo shoots. Anything to like hype me up before I went on stage or something, I had to play Beyonce. Because I was like, she's going to make me feel like confident in that girl, that bitch, period. Exactly. Next one. I love Beyonce because she is so empowering. I want this box because I'm poor and don't get paid enough to let me experience the Beyonce treatment. Okay. Period. Okay, Beyonce is the queen. No one can touch her. I've been a fan since I was little. She means everything to me. I get chills listening and watching her. She literally gives me the extra push to want to be the best that I can be. Dang, this is crazy, huh? Like,
Yeah.
I could cry. That's crazy.
Okay, I'm over here just trying.
Yeah, I've been
Try not
listening to
to.
the album nonstop since it has dropped. I wasn't able to get a box set since it sold out, and I haven't stopped beating myself up about it. Love the podcast, by the way. Come on, hey.
Okay.
That's just like,
That's
man,
sweet, yeah.
the millions of people can talk about that about her. That must feel like so good.
And she brings us together. That's
Yeah,
what's
she
making
really
me well
does.
like.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
really does. I want the box because I'm that girl, and these motherfuckers ain't stopping me from getting it. You better bully us. You better bully us. You better bully us. Period. Okay. I really, really want the box because I've been really needing to channel some Beyonce energy in my life. Need some Queen Bee to energy up in here. Okay. I want this box because who wouldn't want it? I love Beyonce so much, and she would go perfect with my collection from her last tour. Come on, collection.
Okay.
And then we got some more. I screenshotted these other ones. Just a few more. These are so good.
They're really
so
good.
far. Yeah. It's like, it just makes my heart pound. She is the epitome of what it means to be a strong Black woman and own it. The next one, because she is the icon of the century, because she literally has never seen a ceiling her whole life.
Okay.
She keeps getting
Word
better.
to Blue.
Word to Blue. I forgot about that.
Shout out to Blue.
Yeah, shout out to Blue. I never seen a ceiling.
I ain't never seen a ceiling in my whole.
Why she say that? That's so funny because she hasn't. She hasn't seen it. Her house is big. Her car's got no roofs.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Why should you be a fan of Beyonce? Because my brain works properly. Yeah, very much so.
Thank you. Absolutely.
This is a good one. I feel like it's just no gimmicks, pure talent, literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because there's no one else that holds a candle to her. Hello?
Yeah.
People be getting beefy with Beyonce. Like, hello? Like, what's wrong? Why would you not like her? I'm like, yeah,
Listen,
we're the same way.
yeah, exactly.
She is that girl and a prime example that women can do it all. Her work ethic, it's Beyonce versus Beyonce to be the best performer of this generation. And yeah, those are all of them. Yeah, those are
there's some really, really good ones.
And it just, some of them like pull at the heartstrings and some of them are just like to the point.
Right.
So it just kind of depends on the vibe that what you are feeling like you want to give this box to.
Man, they were all really good. And, it just goes to show how much of an impact she has on all of us.
Yeah.
Big or small. She got an impact on somebody. But for this, I think the one that I really tugged at was, I think it was the second one. The Black Boy short. Was that?
Was it the way you say he was a
the proud Black boy?
Makes this little brown boy feel like he can conquer the world? That one?
That one. Because that's literally what she does for me.
Yeah.
And that's what she's always done for me ever since I fell in love with her.
Yeah.
So, and I resonate with that. So.
Yeah. So that's your winner?
You got it.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. The winner of this is Pose 1, right?
Pose 1.
So that's that shirt.
From the album cover.
The winner of the Dear Imani Renaissance Pose 1 box is, you know this person too.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. Noe!
Oh, what's up? Congrats, Noe.
Yeah, congratulations, Noe. You are winning this Pose 1 box right here. You're going to get the CD. You're going to get the t-shirt.
Okay.
And you are the giveaway winner. Congratulations.
That's what's up.
On your
Congrats,
submission.
Noe.
Yeah, thank you for submitting.
Little brown
and pouring
boy.
Your heart, little brown boy. Period.
Brown boy joy.
Brown boy
that.
joy. Yes, that was a really good answer. So, and I kept it anonymous, so he didn't know who it was either. So it was Noe. We actually work with him too. So, but thank you everyone for submitting and participating because all your answers were really good. And then plus that was just fun. Hopefully I can do another giveaway of some sort, but obviously this is the giveaway. It's Beyonce. So one day when I'm like rich, I'll give away like tickets or something. But right now I'm giving away boxes.
They're gonna be nosebleeds though.
Yeah,
we getting those front row.
Yeah, we getting front row. You all be in the nosebleeds, but see you there.
See you beforehand.
See you
get concession or something like that.
Yeah, but yeah, that was so much fun. Thank you for
of
one
course.
like giving away a box.
Yeah.
That was so sweet because you got 8 of them.
I mean, What am I gonna do with 8 boxes?
Yeah. Yeah. So
So,
thank you. Thank you for joining me. That was so much fun. I feel
thanks
like
for
we
having
just
me.
released all of our
Listen,
Beyonce. Like,
if you want to get me somewhere, all you got to do is say Beyonce
Yeah.
and
and there's
I'm right
it's
there.
crazy. There's so much more to talk about. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
like just go
absolutely.
from the beginning to now and like
Yeah.
talk for hours. Like this is already going to be my longest episode
Yeah.
so far, and like over an hour. But it's needed because how do
Period.
you wrap up someone so iconic in like 45 minutes? You just
Right.
can't. And
Exactly.
we're celebrating the album. We did a giveaway, so congratulations to Noe again. But I usually do Imani's final thoughts at the end of each podcast episode. I guess today for Imani's final thoughts is just remember that Beyonce is that girl at all times. Like, there's no one that's going to compare to her. If you think that she's overrated, you're a hater. I don't like you. I don't trust you. She's the queen. I'll forever stand her. She's the best. And channel your inner Beyonce at all times because she truly makes, like, you heard those submissions. Like, she makes people feel like they can be better, that they want to do better, that they want to be more confident, they want to exude that main character energy. That's like such a gift in itself to be able to make people want to be their best version of themselves and to be confident. So Imani's final thoughts for the day is love Beyonce. That's it.
Always.
Always.
And stay being alien superstars.
Yes, alien
and that's on
superstar.
Church Girl.
That's on church. We can do a whole
Stay cozy.
Stay cozy. And stay heated.
Okay.
Not too hot though, because it's hot in California. So.
And we in a drought.
And we in a drought. But thank you guys so much for listening and watching this podcast. I'm happy to be back in the studio. And I will see y'all next week. Thank you, Daniel, again.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you guys.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yay.